comes a moment in every soul's life where the weight they're carrying becomes heavier than the wound that caused it. That moment is the doorway to forgiveness, not the forced kind, not the kind that says just get over it, but the real kind, the soul kind, that frees you even if nothing else changes. Because forgiveness is not about saying what happened was okay. Forgiveness is choosing not to let it rule your heart anymore. Most people think forgiveness is something you give to someone else, but here's the truth. Forgiveness is something you give to your own nervous system. It is the moment your body stops bracing for a blow that already happened. It is the breath after years of holding tension in your chest. It is the unmapped moment when your soul whispers, enough. I lay this down now. Forgiveness is not weakness, it is emotional sovereignty. It is the choice to stop bleeding from the same wound, over and over again. You do not have to. Forget what happened. Let someone back in, pretend it didn't hurt. Say it was okay, be ready right now. Forgiveness is not the same as reconciliation. Forgiveness is not giving someone access to you again. Forgiveness is not erasing the truth. Forgiveness is saying, I will no longer carry the poison someone else poured. Some people will never say sorry. Some will never understand your pain. Some don't think they did anything wrong at all. Forgive them anyway. Not to save them, but to save yourself. We hold hurt in our body. The shoulders curl, the breath shortens, the stomach tightens, the jaw clenches. Forgiveness is not just a mental choice. It's a physical release. It is your cells finally exhaling the story they've been storing. Trauma freezes us in time. Forgiveness unthaws us. It lets the river flow again. Forgiveness doesn't usually arrive like a lightning bolt. It often begins quietly. A thought like, I don't want to feel this anymore. I am tired. I deserve peace. And that single thought is a seed. Water it gently, speak life around it. Say to yourself, I am allowed to heal, even if no one else understands. Because your healing does not require permission. Here is the simple truth. Forgiveness happens in layers. Sometimes it returns. Sometimes the anger comes back. Sometimes the memory stings again. That doesn't mean you failed. It means the wound is releasing another layer. So when it rises, don't shame yourself. Don't panic. Simply say, another layer. I release this too. That is forgiveness in motion. Eventually, you will look back and feel something different. Not rage, not longing, not confusion, just neutrality. No shaking, no storm, just space. That moment, the quiet one, is the sign you have forgiven. You didn't force it, you didn't fake it. You finally became too free to carry what wasn't yours anymore. The hardest person to forgive is often the one in the mirror. We replay the choices we made from fear, the times we stayed too long, the moments we weren't brave enough to speak. But hear this with your whole soul. You did not fail. You survived with the tools you had. Forgive the version of you who didn't know yet. Hold her gently. Tell her, thank you for getting me this far. I'll carry it from here. That is self-forgiveness. And that is where true freedom begins. Some people will tell you, they don't deserve your forgiveness. But forgiveness isn't about deserving. It is about choosing not to be tied to the past like an anchor. You don't forgive because they earned it. You forgive because you are done bleeding. That is power. That is sovereignty. Every time you forgive, a pattern breaks. Every time you lay a burden down, a lineage heals. You become the one who stops generational anger. You become the one who says, this pain ends with me. You become the turning point. That is why forgiveness matters. It is not passive. It is not soft. It is ancestral alchemy disguised as peace. So if you are struggling to forgive, let this be your reminder. You don't have to do it perfectly. You don't have to do it all at once. You don't even have to do it today. Just move one breath closer to peace, 1 inch at a time, 1 heartbeat at a time. You are not weak for feeling hurt. You are not broken for taking time to let go. Forgiveness is not something you force. It is something you become. And when you are finally ready, your soul will whisper, I am free. This has been Valkyrie. Thanks for stopping by. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Until next time.